our second day here at COP28 in Dubai. We're here in the blue zone, the area where negotiations happen. It's getting busier as more heads of state and delegations come to negotiate important climate matters. And I'm here with my colleague, Regina Banks, who is badged to be here with Texas Impact, but does not in fact work for Texas Impact. Regina, you want to tell about our special relationship?
That's true. I serve as the director of the Lutheran Office of Public Policy, California, and we are both state public policy officers of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, and so we work together in the United States on several issues.
That's right.
But particularly those that involve hunger and the root causes of hunger, which often include the results of losses and damages that are results of extreme climate and weather occurrences in the United States, which is why we've been following the loss and damage track of the UNFCCC for the last several years.
That's right, and we're here with colleagues from many different faith communities, including the United Methodist Church, the Presbyterian Church USA, and also our interfaith colleagues from Interfaith Power and Light back in the United States. So there's a lot of faith people here, very invested in the outcome on loss and damage. So that's why it was so exciting when yesterday Regina and I were in the plenary session where the UNFCCC, the body voted, or what they call in UNFCCC language, they took the decision to establish the Loss and Damage Fund, a global fund to support countries suffering climate impacts called loss and damage. And it was a historic moment for a couple of reasons. One, it's just been such a long time coming. We've been working on this as faith communities for years and really intensively for the past year. And it was also historic because it's the first time at a COP that there's been this kind of decision on the very first day. Usually they're off to a slow start, the decisions all happen at the end. This is the first time that there's been one where the decision happened right at the beginning. So starting off with a bang.
Absolutely. After the fund was established, several nations made pledges to contribute into the fund, and the United States did make a pledge of $17.5 million subject to congressional approval.
That's right. It was lower than we would have hoped and certainly lower than some of the other nations, but it was also, you could think of it as maybe like the ante. It was the way the United States put its money in the table and said, we're here for this. We're really excited to see how much the United States is going to be able to do going forward. And as Secretary Kerry suggested when he made his comments, the United States is, our contributions to the Loss and Damage Fund are subject to congressional approval. And right now, Congress is getting kind of mixed messages from American voters on how much they should be supporting loss and damage. The Yale Climate Communications Project put out survey results a couple of days before the COP started, and they specifically asked American voters how they felt about the United States contributing to an international fund for loss and damage. 40% of American voters, the largest cohort, said they supported it. 34% of American voters said they oppose the United States contributing to Loss and Damage Fund. But the most important set of voters from the faith community's perspective probably are the 26% of voters who didn't know. They didn't have a position one way or the other. We know that these are people who are part of our congregations, part of our local communities, and it's just such an important moment for us to go back to the United States, explain what's happened, and encourage all of our constituents to advocate with their members of Congress that the United States belongs in a leadership role in this space. Am I right?
Absolutely.